I've been having a lot of pain. Gotta go to the doctors. Got this pain radiating around and just starting to heal up here a bit. But I was just suffering there for a while. And my wife asked me if I wanted to go see a medicine man, a G-Scun wind and that. I said, no, I'm not going to see one of those guys. I said, I'm sick. I want to go see a doctor. I said, I'm going to go drink some boiled teas and rabbit poop and whatever they put in there, stir it up and feed it to me, and then they're just laughing. I said, no way. I want to go see a doctor. So I went up to the hospital here, and I'm sitting around 2 or 3 hours waiting to see a physician finally get in. And there's always these greedy people that are trying to want to get ahead of you. I can't breathe and all this kind of stuff. You know, and I got pain in my stomach, and they just keep going ahead of me. Oh, they frustrate me, those people whining. I can't breathe. Take smaller breaths. What's the matter with you? Sucking up too much oxygen. But I went back there, 2-hour wait, and you go back behind the door, another hour wait, and then he comes up and he says, I am Dr. So-and-so, what's the matter? And I tell him, oh, I got this sharp pain in my stomach, I got acid reflux, I feel like I'm going to throw up my food. He says, it sounds like your gallbladder. I said, okay, well, what are we going to do about that? He says, well, there's not much we can do. I'm going to have to set an appointment, you come back, take some tests. I said, well, when's that going to be? He says, oh, maybe 5-6 weeks. I said, 5 or 6 weeks? I said, I'm dying now. I said, I'm hurting here. He says, hey, don't be so upset, he says. I'll give you some medication, you'll get through this, no problem. So he fills out the form, he gives me the paper, I come storming out. I'm mad in. And I got in the car, I slammed the door. And my wife says, what happened in there? I said, nothing, I'm supposed to get tests. She says, when's that? Oh, I said 6 weeks. And she says, well, what do you want to do? I said, let's go see that medicine man then. And there's a process. You can't just go over there. You go in there, that broken cigarette offering, you're not going to get much help. You're going to be at the back of the line. So down to Walmart I go. I get the gifts. I get the food. I get the tobacco. Gotta go to the mission to get that because it's cheap. Then I gotta dig through the freezer and find the meats and whatever traditional foods I can find. Then I write a check because OHIP doesn't cover this. So you want the guy to take good attention of you, pay attention. So off I go, Manitoulin Island, go see Medicine Man. So I drive down there and I go see this guy, and he's got what's called a turtle lodge. Never heard of this before. But I said, okay, I'll give this a try, see how it goes. So I give him the gifts, and he takes the gifts and the tobacco and everything. He says, all right, what I want you to do is take all your clothes off except your underwear and lay down on the east door. That's my stoic Indian voice. I know we don't talk like that, but I'm just... I figure everybody in television figures that's how we talk, so we just go along with it. You gotta give in. So I'm in there laying down in my underwear, and all of a sudden this guy, he comes outside. He's got an apron on, no underwears, which is awkward because he's standing over top of me. And I don't want to look, but you look. You have to compare. You always do. I don't care where you are, gym, wherever. You always take a quick peek. You glance. See what happens. And he's got this apron on, he's got some feathers and trinketry hanging off him, he's got some different kinds of paint on, and all of a sudden he starts dancing around. He's got a rattle. He starts dancing around, and I'm trying to keep my eyes closed because this thing's going back and forth to the rattle sound. And for a minute I thought he was trying to hypnotize me with jogging back and forth. I was watching it. I was getting entranced a little bit. But I closed my eyes. Just kept focusing on that pain. I'm holding the pain, pushing down. He's dancing around. Not getting it, he says. Puts that rattle down. He goes in his medicine bag and he digs out this long bone off a bear. Leg bone off a bear. It starts going around my stomach. Not getting it, he says. Wait here, Pekaoma. I'm just laying there, and I'm thinking to myself, this is ridiculous. Off he goes, out the door. I hear him when he's out the east door. He's rattling around in a shed outside. I can hear jerry cans falling off the shovels. Thinking, what the heck is he doing out there? And all of a sudden I hear, whoa. And I sat up really quick and I thought, he's got a power saw. I start looking around the Turtle Lodge in the dark, see if I can see a certificate. Maybe he's got some kind of schooling for this. I have no freezing, no anesthetic. I was going to book it. I got up to get out, and all of a sudden he walks in. He's got a lynx. A full-grown lynx by the front and back paws, and that lynx is just jumping around. Whoa. And I'm scared, I want to get out. Lay down, he says, stay still. And I just went perfectly stiff. Straight. He come over there with that lynx, he's just running back and forth. And it's trying to bite me, huh? So I'm just laying still, goes by my face. Starting, and I said, my Lord, I'm calling to Jesus. I'm not even Christian. I'm calling for help. I gotta get out of there. All of a sudden, the pain's gone because I'm so damn scared. I thought that was the healing. But that crazy lynx got loose and scratched him, and the elder yelled, oh, he says, and got loose and ran out the door. And I jumped up and I said, oh my God, I said, and I was going to get out, and he turned around and looked at me and he said, gallbladder. I said, what? Gallbladder. I said, how'd you know that? CAT scan, he said.